Analogical arguments. Legal reasoning is an important part of law. There are two types of reasoning that can be used. Analogical, which is defined as an inductive argument that uses the properties of a group to establish the property of another thing that resembles the members of that group. And deductive, which is defined as the process of reasoning from one or more general statements, premises, to reach a logically certain conclusion. These two types of reasoning are important for lawyers to understand because they can help you form an understanding of what's going on in a legal case. Keep in mind, though, that just because you can make a well-formed argument doesn't necessarily mean you will persuade a judge to decide in your favor. The success of an argument depends on the content of your argument. Most legal problems are governed by common law or law made by legislative or administrative authorities. An important idea in common law is that of stare decisis, which is a legal principle by which judges are obliged to respect the precedent established by prior decisions. Basically, if a rule has been established in a previous legal case, subsequent cases that have similar issues or facts can be decided similarly. This allows us to have predictable outcomes in the court system. It also allows us to use precedent to create an analogical argument. An analogical argument is one that attempts to show that the facts of the problem case are substantially similar to those in a previously decided case. All analogical arguments follow a similar form. Say that X has properties P, Q, and R. Say also that Y has properties P, Q, and R. If X is found to have property Z, then one could argue that Y will also have property Z. Making an analogical argument requires a few steps. First, a base point needs to be decided. A base point is made by identifying the relevant facts that will impact whatever decision is made. Next, the facts that align should be stated in terms of their similarity and dissimilarity. This will help compare and contrast the two cases. Finally, for the facts described, importance needs to be assigned to the facts. You will need to know what's important to you and to the others in order to correctly argue your point. Steps 2 and 3 are the most important to making an analogical argument. Step 2 is important because similarities and dissimilarities need to be stated in order to make the comparison between two separate situations. Step 3 is important because the similarities and dissimilarities need to be weighed based on importance. This is crucial to making a good analogical argument.